We have this misconception that that is just going to create automatic connection. And actually, I think the old school values must be put back intact, which is relationship takes time to develop. You may see me out on the street or here on YouTube, but that doesn't mean that you get how I've been perceived in the visual medium, the history of what it is to be a black woman or a black professor, or a professor, a person who lives in an apartment in New York City. All of those things come with ideas that you carry that I don't even know who you are, who's watching this. Hello. Hello out there. But it really speaks to some really big issues, which I'm going to be presenting out at my national conference this year. It's really complicated for black girls, especially since so many of the images on YouTube about black girls, and when I say black girls in particular, I'm talking about girls that are, you're supposed to be 13 and up to be on YouTube, but we know that there are images of girls that are younger. There are baby girls on there. So girls from 0 to about 24 are the ones that I'm most concerned with, because they still haven't fully formed all of the cognition needed to understand this complex universe we call YouTube. They can use it easily, but they can't fully grasp all of the contexts that they are engaged with when they make a movie, a video, in their living room or in their bedroom while they're facing the camera. I've been avoiding doing this, so I'm going to like play with it like, I don't think I should be on a camera like twerking. It's not a part of my generational culture, but I did that stuff when I was younger. But there's something about, like, I don't know, turning to the camera and seeing my ass pop, so to speak, and that's not cool as a professor to be talking about, and all of these issues of respectability and shame and liberation, and I own my body and you can't tell me what to do, twirling my neck, and all of the things that twirling my neck means about black girls to a public out there, a hyper public, who may have never really engaged in real life with black people in an intimate way. And thus, just like I would carry around impressions about people I've never met, you carry around impressions about me, even though you've only met me on YouTube, and you might feel a real close, like deep connection with me when I talk here, but that doesn't mean you know me. So I'm going to be talking about booties and Baby Got Back, and I was listening to a song today by a favorite disco era song by Ashford and Simpson from 1978 called Get Up and Do Something, Get Up and Do Something, Get Up and Do Something. And in the end of the song, I'll leave you with this, it says, be stopping, booty popping, this place is jumping, get on up and do something. And I thought, oh my God, I could never leave by booty popping. It's just everywhere. The booty popping is everywhere. 1978. And this is the final context collab that I'll mention in this video, which is that I'm just going to have fun with this video. Dancing and booty popping was not limited to black women and girls in 1978. Not by any means. In 1978, when Soul Train was still big, everybody was doing something about booty popping, but it wasn't like butt work, bati work. It wasn't facing the camera with your hind parts and showing how you can clap. But it's almost like black culture has itself become objectified, abstracted. There's this great saying by a mentor of mine, Charlie Kyle, an ethnomusicologist, who once said that, actually he was quoting a wonderful, wonderful black poet named Jane Cortez, who passed away last year, that they want the oil, but they don't want the people, is what we talk about the war, these feigned wars that particularly the United States wages in order to get resources. Well, the same is true of music, Charlie Kyle said, that they want the music, but they don't want the people. And now when you bring it all the way down to like twerking videos I mean, like, I can't tell you how many videos I've been watching. And what they make me feel is, not that they make every black person or every black woman feel this way, but I feel sucked in to a conversation about our hypersexuality or our respect, why, you know, you should respect yourself, or issues of ownership. And I'm sorry, like, why should I be concerned with whether somebody owns my body? I am a descendant of slaves. I do not want to have a conversation about who owns and who doesn't own my body. I think that is absurd, absurd, insanely absurd. I exist, not because I think, not because I booty pop. I exist, and there's nothing I need to say to assert that claim, and nothing I need to do to assert it. But when you're establishing your identity as an adolescent, that is, you need to assert who you are. You're playing with who you think you are in the world, and you're responding both in the looking glass theory kind of presence, and you're responding in the kind of what Erving Goffman talks about in Mike Wesch's article called YouTube and You, the face work that we do in social interactions, the symbols that we are for each other, and learning how to negotiate that symbiology, like that if I'm cisgender, heteronormative, I want a guy to like me, so of course I'm going to dance a certain way at a party, but we're alone in our bedrooms and living rooms making videos with lots of issues about our fitness, our environmental fitness that are not being met. Like, a lot of people don't have the kinds of marriages and partnerships that last not even a lifetime, that last for any length of time that makes you feel whole. I know that that's always been a concern for me. I'm a single black woman, and I don't think it's unique to black women. But I think there's a particular concern when our images circulate so prominently in ways